Hi there, welcome to another educational video documenting my vibe coding expeditions. In this video, we're going to be, of course, I'm a new vibe coder. This channel is going to be documenting my vibe coding struggles as a bid to uh, inspire others to undertake the niche of vibe coding without reservations. I'll also be documenting my ambition of building world adjusting projects. And it's just exciting times now that we have the prospect of vibe coding. The channel is made up of ULOGs, a form of content I created called ULOGs that basically you refers to you and doesn't edit stuff for the most part, documents the hassle situations where we need to improvise and all that. Anyway, this video is a follow-up video on a project that I found called your YouWare. It's basically the Instagram. Now, the narrative seems to have changed. It's now tagging itself not YouTube, it's YouWare. Originally, the slogan had to do with the Instagram for vibe coders. Interesting evolution there. I want to touch on YouWare. In the first video, like I said, I introduced it as the best tool you will need as a starting vibe coder. Although you may not have total control of the code, you can test your idea creation. I mean, you can bring your ideas to life in a few clicks. The AI agent here is well capable of building your intent even in one prompt, because as you will see, as we will attempt to build something here, it's specialized. Okay. So this will end up providing you building your application and then listing it on a store where others can remix it, can view it, as you can see here. So you can also obtain inspiration from existing applications here and remix them or modify them to your taste. So that's another thing you can do on here. Now, of the scope for this video, however, is to highlight that soonest you'll be able to earn from the views that your application generates. Okay, so once you have created an application, list it, you'll see this has 484 views. You'll be earning something called not from views, reaction, remixes, and cash out will be coming soon. So we will not dive into more information. Maybe in the next video we would. That's clear. For more information, you will need to get on their Discord. Okay. Uh, but that's exciting. You, as a new vibe coder, being able to already earn for your app ideas. So I'm going to put up one simple app here. Let's see the performance of YouWare in the course of this video. I'm just going to, think on the spot of an idea to build. I've built one, my first attempt, in order to test the performance of YouWare, its context awareness, and so on. And it fares well, especially, you know, let's go to my profile. In the realm of like those 3D games that require 3JS Blender, if you were to build that as a newbie on platforms like, I mean, using Grok or Cloud, you'd end up spending eternity there to get it to work. This can build it for you. So I'm trying to open a basic application that I built. It's a game one that made use of realistic graphics, and it was able to build it very easily. Now, I don't know why it's not loading up. Either my PC or the portal is congested. We will just leave this to run until it opens. Okay, so let's go ahead and build something. Now, before now, it was entirely free. It was in test mode, so you could build unlimitedly. At the moment, you need to upgrade for unlimited access, but you are given free tasks, 5 of them per day, which resets 8 a.m. The next day. Meaning, you want to do well to write your prompt out, you know, well enough such that you don't have to keep prompting. Okay, so let's see how this performs. Um, okay, thinking of what to build. I'm just going to build a simple application that receives a question as input, and then it's going to be an AI powered application. Let's see how it performs. Uh, let me just write a prompt out. So just a moment. Just a moment. Okay. That takes compute. User What's alternative? I want to build a simple AI powered that takes input from end user. It will be like a search portal with a social field that provides users with reliable search. Search. Just a moment. Okay, let's start with that. Apologies for the that you had to wait. I'm just thinking of this on the spot, so a bit on unarticulate and all that. But let's see how it performs. It's going to restructure the prompt, by the way. You know, give it format, roadmap style, and so you see it's capable of thinking as is shown. So it's adjusting your code. So let's see here. So in this case, you wouldn't need to, you wouldn't need to incorporate your own AP. Those are some of the positives, your own API key providing it and all that. I believe it will be able to handle all that by itself. So connect to backend API simulated for this demo, display search results, handle cases like gibberish input or no results. Now, I don't know, for sure this is a prototype or it will actually work. We'll be finding out in the course of this video. So you see, this is considered a task. We have 4 left. So uh if assuming my 4 tasks are exhausted, the next day I'll be able to continue. Hmm. So this is the first iteration. Let's see if it's functional. Let's use some of the suggested queries. Note taking. Wow. Okay. So it's actually sourcing it from GitHub. So note taking and open source note taking and to do application with synchronization capabilities. Wow, we already have a functional app. We can improve this, of course. Let's see if the GitHub takes us. It does take us somewhere. We can improve this, of course, the aesthetics, the way it presents results, put some checks to ensure it's putting some due diligence effort in the results presented, improve the number of results. Now, before we end, let's type some gibberish. So, no open source apps found for this query. This might be a great opportunity to build something new, build it at your way. Very perfect. So, if you're looking for that $1 billion application, this is it. Although, like I said, you may not be able to, you know, uh, the narrative here is Instagram for app ideas. So, you may not be able to get the source code and stuff like that. Although that may come later on. Who knows? This is your way in its alpha stages. And now they have an upgrade feature that may come with, okay, so you see upgrade, they just added this, by the way. So you'll be able to download the code base by upgrading. Let's quickly look at upgrading. Oh, so you will indeed be able to, this is very good, for one prompt. Even the it's creative in terms of aesthetics. Open source finder, perfect name, interesting stuff. Wow. Okay, so let's see what the upgrade is looking like. Mm, just a moment. So let's say I click on upgrade here. So 5 daily tasks, $20 a month, not too expensive. You'll be able to download code or regional only. I don't know what that means. Maybe you cannot download applications, I mean, source code of applications that you've remixed, something like that. Unlimited upload code. So you'll be able to upload existing code and build it with your where it's quite capable, even superficially looking. Unlimited share project. So let's see this original only. Original means content that you created, such as from prompts by uploading your own files or by remixing your own project. You can't download code that was remixed from someone else's project to protect the rights of the original creator. So there's also a protective element there, which is interesting, meaning my application, is safe even though it's publicized. Now, for the views, as oh, it's not publicized yet. So I'll go to draft. So there's also a privacy element to this. I will publicize this, by the way, just to where it gets views, I would likely end up earning for those and all that. I'm satisfied with this, even as simple as it is. Although offline, I would enhance it, a bit more. For example, add suggested. Uh, okay, let me just try something. What basic additions will you recommend to be added to this version app to enhance it greatly, make it sticky? Let's make do with this. You can share images, by the way. So if you want like a certain design and all that. So this is considered a task, by the way. Now, if it gets stuck, there are bugs and stuff like that. I don't know if that will count as a task if it attempts to repair it. So add user accounts for favorites, history, category filters, add what's feasible based on your suggestions. Ending up on a lengthier video than expected, but it's all good. It's interesting. Okay, so these are some of the positives. Adding, you don't have to worry about. I mean, this is a situation which I believe will come soon, where you can add your domain to your application. It's already hosted, back end, and especially for basic apps, this is solid. And I'm telling you, as a as a new vibe coder, as yes, new vibe coder. So let's just wait to see the result, then we'll end the video. In the description, I'll add some other tools I've come across, and also how to reach me. Do well to subscribe to the channel. It's new. I'll also be documenting all the things I'm building. you know i I'm a builder at heart. I have big ambition when it comes to applications, and just exciting, that it's now possible to bring them to fruition in a few clicks. So, let's just wait for this and see what results emerge. And where you were, I mean, becomes social in some fashion, more social in some fashion. It becomes a way stronger project where people can reach out to each other, which is not possible at the moment. For the most part, when you explore applications, you can only react. I'm not sure you can even comment. I believe that will come later on. I don't want to leave this page. I want to have it finished building. So dark mode toggle, language filters, interesting stuff there. Trending apps section. Okay. Search history tracking, social sharing options, all implemented with client side JavaScript. Wow. Wow. Interesting stuff. Wow. You already have something huge in the making. The formatting here is not perfect, but I'll work on it offline. Trending. Okay, so I'm going to publish this offline. You will find the link in the description in case you want to interact with it and all that. It has added more information, how many forks, so that covers the due diligence aspect, and stuff like that. So let's leave this video as is. I'll be publishing this offline. You will find the link in the description. And that brings us to the end of this video. Stay awesome, take action, subscribe to Vibe Code Struggles on all socials. Stay awesome.